Blessings, everyone. This is Chris Kendall from the rawadvantage.com, registered holistic nutritionist, raw food lifestyle coach, and raw chef. Today, I'm happy to be here with Happy Raw Reny.
Hey!
We're here at the UK Fruit Festival, and we're going to talk about the most common curse that affects raw vegans. Let's get into it.
Baby, I like it raw. Raw Advantage likes it raw. Ooh, baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like it raw. Hey!
Alright, so here we are at the UK Fruit Fest, and I'm so blessed to have Happy Raw Reny with me on the channel. This is your first time on my channel, isn't it?
Yeah.
So excited to have you. We've been friends for a lot of years, and I'd really like to see you start off by sharing a little bit of your personal story, because you have a pretty awesome one, so everyone gets to know you.
Thank you. I'm so blessed to be here on Chris's channel. Yay!
Super happy.
So I was dieting since I was 16 for about 10 years, and finally I ended up in this low carb craze. Not only I ate low carb, but also low fat. So basically I barely ate anything, just some low fat cottage cheese and some cabbage and yeah, whatever you do, you know, to look certain way. Yeah. And in about a year of this diet, I found myself so slim and so sick.
Yeah, that's no fun.
I had liver inflammation, chronic kidney inflammation, lung infections, severe infections, other infections too, even heart palpitations, and just also cracking skin, even bleeding. That was no fun. And they gave me antibiotic for my infections, and I realized that when I did some research that it's gonna be a downward spiral of more antibiotics and side effects and drugs for side effects, and just horrible. And then I decided to look for alternative and found John Kohler's site.
Ooh, hey John.
Hey, this is John Kohler. You're welcome.
Thank you, John. Saved my life. In about a week, I felt so much better. So I just went raw and never really looked back.
That's so awesome. So you started jumping in, eating more fresh fruits and vegetables, and looking at other aspects of life?
Definitely.
Awesome.
Definitely. And switched completely my thinking. By the way, I was also quite depressed when I was younger. And I did get out of depression, but I was still not so happy. But when I started eating raw food, I just became so happy. Everything, all the problems became more like challenges. And
And then you stepped into your place as Happy Raw Reny on YouTube and Instagram, and you've been doing this for a while as well. You've been into raw food for a number of years.
12 years.
Yeah, so it's not just around the corner, right? That's so awesome. So that really goes into the whole lifestyle, which is your partner, Jesse Bogdanovich, taking into account all of it, right? That brings us into the curse of many raw vegans. And what is that?
Well, so many raw vegan gurus are advertising this lifestyle, saying that when you eat that way, you have so much energy and you're so invincible and you barely need any sleep.
Yeah, I've seen some say I just do 3 hours or 4 hours a night, some 5 hours a night, and I also even call it a curse because a lot of times people get really empowered with this health information and they feel so good and so vibrant, and they see so much discrepancy out in the world that they feel like it's their responsibility, and they don't even have time to sleep. They're like, I feel good, I can get away with less, but they're not really getting away with less. And then what happens? They don't look as vibrant, they're not the shining example, they don't have these things, right? And it's like, what are they doing? They're not necessarily portraying this lifestyle in the absolute best light. So what are some of the key benefits, and how much sleep should we be getting?
Yes. Well, research shows very solid evidence that we need to sleep at least 7 to 8 hours.
I feel the best with that, at least sometimes 9.
Sometimes 9 if you're recovering from injury.
Or maybe recovering from building muscles,
muscles. And if you've been undersleeping, definitely go for 9 hours. You'll feel so much better. And it's not just us saying there's research shows that if we sleep for only 4 hours for just one night, our immune system drops by 70%.
That's no good.
So you do all these wonderful things for you, you eat raw food, and then you undersleep and you just sabotage your efforts.
Absolutely. Yeah, you're only as strong as your weakest link, and a lot of people's weak link is sleep. And
Yes.
man, doesn't sleep feel good? Don't you feel better all day when you sleep enough?
Yes.
It's worth prioritizing, right?
Yeah, that's very interesting also, that when we feel good during the day, we attend to sleep much deeper, much easier, fall asleep much easier and get much deeper sleep.
Yeah.
And this deep sleep makes us feel even better during the next day, and we sleep even better and live even better. So do you want to live better?
You want to live
Sleep
healthier
better.
with less health potential for diseases and
Yes.
all those things, right?
Exactly. And talking about diseases, we have quite a few clients in our programs and Jess's coaching who do everything right. They say, I do everything right. I eat
Yeah.
fully raw, low fat, I drink enough water, I do blah blah blah, exercise, everything. And they ask, why I still not getting my healing?
Yeah.
That's why they're up until 12, until 1 a.m. on Facebook, Instagram, whatever it is.
Which is even another whole issue, right? And I see this again and again too. Like, I'm doing everything right, and then all of a sudden, well, how much are you sleeping? 5 hours, 6 hours. I just can't sleep.
Yeah.
Well, what's going on there? Is there a busy mind, or what are we
Exactly.
focusing on, right? And
Exactly. In nature, naturally, we would observe sun going down and
Yeah.
changing colors into orange, red, and this automatically makes us produce melatonin, which puts us to sleep. If we are on the screens until we go to bed, it tells our body that it's daytime.
yeah,
And of course, our body is not producing melatonin. And then, next you know, people are taking pills,
yeah,
melatonin pills. No, just switch off the phone 2 hours.
absolutely. And at
before
the
bed.
very least, put it on that take off that blue light,
At
right?
least,
At
yeah.
least, and otherwise, yeah, then like 2 or 3 hours even before
Yeah,
bed.
or
It's-
put these glasses
Yeah, you
on.
can wear those glasses. It's it's really amazing when I'm in Costa Rica, which the lights go down at 6 o'clock. I find I naturally go to sleep by like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
When I'm at home in Saskatchewan, and sometimes it's bright until 9 or 10 at night.
In Estonia, the same thing.
Then I find I usually fall asleep 2-3 hours after the dark. But I know other friends, like we'll give props to Dr. Sam. He often has blackout curtains, and he just makes sure, he's like, at 6 or 7 o'clock, he puts down those blackout curtains,
Brilliant.
turns off the lights, and he turns off the electronics, and does
Yeah.
his own kind of before bed routine, and gets to bed. Yeah, all those good things, right?
Yeah.
So there's ways around it. There's ways you can really improve your ability to sleep.
Awesome.
And what are some other really interesting facts and key points about sleep?
Yes, if you're still not convinced, there's a very interesting statistics when there's light-saving changes, when they cut off 1 hour, during before the summer. They observe 25% raise in rates of heart attacks across the globe.
It's huge. That's super huge.
Yeah. And even more interestingly, when they add 1 hour of sleep, there's 21% drop in rates of heart attacks. So
That's super awesome.
that tells you a lot right there.
Absolutely. So we just want to come to you guys with that message of the importance in sleep. Again, I've just seen too many people just feel like they're so empowered, they just got to spread the message. There's so many things to do in the day, but it's so worth slowing down, really prioritizing, and making sleep a high priority, because ultimately you're going to be way more effective, way more
Exactly.
productive, way more happy, and way more healthy if you get enough sleep.
There's very interesting fact about this too. Why we're much more efficient? Because there's a part in our brain called hippocampus, and we can compare it to like our inbox. So files are coming into this inbox during the day, and there's just temporary storage. So you can imagine your inbox completely full during the day. And during the night, if we go to bed, if we sleep and we get deep sleep, there is a activity of the brain. You can see the peaks of activity of the brain, and we can see that hippocampus gets very active, and it sends these files or these memories to the certain parts of our brain where they can be stored long term and can be easily accessed later in your life. So all this new information gets stored properly. What happens if we don't sleep?
It's just short term. It's like those college students cramming, getting no sleep. They remember for a minute, and then all of a sudden it's gone.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Your inbox is completely full. During one day, it's always completely full. You can't get anything in. All the new information just kind of goes from one ear out of the other. So there's no point to do this or not. We've all done that. I mean, I was in university like for a long time, and
Yeah.
I've done that, and I've seen that it's just you're not functioning properly. It's
No.
way more efficient to study less if you study or you're working on some project, to spend less time on your project, but you'll be like 3, 4, 5 times, maybe 10 times more efficient if you get proper sleep, proper rest, and your brain can process everything properly.
Absolutely. Sleep is just invaluably important. Everything, like our brain function barely goes down when we sleep because it's doing so many things,
Yes.
right? So,
Yes.
And last but not least, it's cool to be refreshed and to sleep. It's good, it's
And
awesome.
look better too.
You look better, actually. Yeah, it's great for your skin and every single body part, regenerating your musculature and everything. So,
Yes.
awesome. Well, thanks so much, Reny. This has been an awesome talk, and I hope you guys really pick up on the importance of sleep and prioritize it. Where can we find you? Where are you doing all your fun stuff and sharing all the love?
I call myself Happy Raw Reny
Yeah.
because I'm so happy on raw food.
Yeah.
And anywhere you look, you can find me. Happy Raw Reny. It's R-E-N-Y.
All right, awesome. So we'll have links down below if you want to find her YouTube channel and Instagram and on Facebook.
And Tumblr.
Tumblr, awesome. So we'll have that all there. Always choice. I hope you guys choose the best for your health, prioritize sleep, and all other factors of health.
Yes.
As always, wishing you guys much peace, love, and seasonal fruit.
Thank you.
The curse of raw vegans. Come on, guys, get enough sleep.
Ooh, don't forget to check out my raw recipes playlist in the top left, the video just for you in the top right. Subscribe to get more videos in the bottom right, and get your 3 free ebooks in the bottom left. Grab my free iPhone app. Comes with 50 free recipes, common fruit and vegetable calorie breakdown, a food combining chart, shopping cart function, and much more.